Was that the audio was good from the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No reason to adjust that mic then.
Just the mic. Turn it
Just
up.
the mic on the ones and twos. Eyes up, Guardian.
It's all good here now. We're all fine here now.
Is that
Okay.
8-bit Luke? Or
No,
is that
it's Han. We tells him that he need help in the reactor, and he's like, "We're all fine here now." Okay. It's a boring conversation, anyways.
We're all fine here now.
Fine here now. Like, how are you doing?
Let's move on from this. All right. So Total Recall, one of my personal favorites growing up. I thought it was really good. The scene where they don't have any oxygen will forever live rent-free in my brain. I will never not. Like, if you say Total Recall, that is probably one of the first things that come to mind. The fact that Arnold Schwarzenegger is in it, and then that's literally like in the order in my brain. I'm like, oh, that movie with Arnold.
Yeah, that's you're going to ReKall. I was like, yeah, we're going through movies. And like, we did Back to the Future last week, which I still have time travel issues. Not
it's not perfect.
Not Back to the Future, because I was thinking about it.
Time travel in general.
Time travel, like I was thinking of some worse ones, which Terminator is bad with time travel.
Oh, Terminator is really bad.
Terminator is so bad with time travel because it all happens because of Skynet technically creates himself.
All right, that's a whole nother topic.
But yeah, that's a whole other topic.
We'll save that. Actually, we will do that next and talk about the woman who claims to have created that and the Matrix. And just that alone right there should tell you that she did not, because there's some timeline things that she doesn't actually ever mention in that. But anyways,
it's not even worth talking about.
Yeah, we want to talk about that. Total Recall. Total Recall. Okay. So the big thing with Total Recall is I didn't really realize this as a kid, but I remember watching it again, and then you brought it up also, that the biggest thing about there, I didn't know, is that the huge debate is, did those events happen in the real world,
or is the whole thing his implant from from ReKall? So did he actually just have an implant, and that's all it is just an implant?
Yep.
And me rewatching it this week, I am 100% sure it's an implant.
Really?
It's an implant. For 100% sure, it's not even the fact that anything is real. It's 100% an implant.
Even sweat?
So all that, yeah, even the sweat, it's all an implant. Because
so is he in a ReKall facility the whole time?
So yeah, he's in the chair the entire. So like from when he walks in and he sits down, the rest of that movie is just the implant.
So he's just there, and then eventually.
So the end of the movie, I guess he gets lobotomized or whatever it is. Like he's gone, or like he wakes up. One of the two. We don't know, but either
because in the film they're saying like if he keeps going and keeps doing what he's doing, he's gonna end up lobotomizing himself. Basically.
He's gonna lobotomize himself. So
because he's gonna be like too far gone.
Yeah, because I rewatched it, and I was rewatching. I was just looking for like little clues to say, okay, is this real or is this, the ReKall? I guess what you would say. And there's a bunch of things that just like stand out that none of this is real. So,
all right, let's begin at the beginning.
So you go to the beginning.
Item number one. What stands out?
The 90 version,
yes,
not the new one. We're
not talking. The 1990.
We don't ever. The new one, we don't.
We do not discuss.
We don't even.
Granted, I don't think it was that bad. However, the one with Colin Farrell, not that big a fan of.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off, the 1990 version. So basically, he decides to go to ReKall. Goes, okay,
Def was an implant.
Definitely is an implant.
Put your reasons why you think it was an implant.
The first thing goes off when he decides to go to ReKall. He has Mars. So the only thing that kind of puts it all that was real was he had dreams of Mars. But whatever, that doesn't really.
I was joking in the car the other day. I was like, we should have known it was implant. Ain't nowhere on the planet a woman got 3 breasts. You know that was all in his head.
When he goes there, so it's like when he's in ReKall, there's so many things that are said in ReKall
like when he's giving his like what he wants.
So
to
when he
experience?
gets off, you give him the spiel of the experience of
Yeah.
ReKall. He's like, you're going to be a secret agent. People are trying to kill you right and left. He goes, at the end, you're going to get the girl. You're going to save the day, and everything's going to be great at the end. That's the pitch he gives him, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
So then he goes into the chair. So when he's in the chair and he's sitting in the chair, the lab tech goes, "Blue skies on Mars. That's a new one." Which is what happens at the end of the movie.
At the end, yep.
And then he's like, "Okay, we want to calibrate the experience to you." And he goes, "Artifacts."
Right.
So they go through. He's like, "Oh, you heard about alien artifacts? It's a whole new thing." And then they show the chamber where he's fighting that last fight scene. You actually see it on the screen.
Okay.
Where like the little heat comes down and basically creates the air. Like you see that whole chamber.
Like on the background?
It's like a drawing.
Oh.
And so it's one of the artifacts, and it stops in the
ReKall facility?
Yeah, when he's like calibrating aliens.
I do not remember that.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, he watched the movie recently. I'm just going based off the memory. I don't think I've seen it in the last 10 years or so.
Yeah. So
the original, anyways.
Yeah, so he basically sees that and he's like, "Oh, okay." Well, and then that's like the last image they show of like alien artifacts is that last chamber, and then it calibrates his love interest of the woman he finds, which is who he runs into exactly.
Yeah, the brunette.
Yeah, the brunette. He basically goes through the whole thing exactly how he wants to see her, things like that.
Okay.
And so basically, he runs into her later the exact way he looks. So it's like the fact that anything that he basically has picked out has come across. So then when he wakes up, the first thing he says is, "You blew my cover." That's literally the first thing he says.
Who does he say that to?
The text. So he's like, "What have you done? You blew my cover." And then they sedate him.
Oh, okay.
So when he wakes up,
he says, "You're gonna blow my cover," but he says, "You blew my cover."
Yeah, he's like, "You blew my cover." Look at this, and they sedate him. And they throw him in the.
Even when you were a kid, you thought it was fake? Man, I don't know.
So they.
How old were you when you watched the original Total Recall? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I watched it in the theater. I did not walk out of the theater thinking, "Man, this whole thing was fake." I just thought they were trying to fake him out, and it was real.
That everything was just like kind of fake.
Yeah, they were trying to convince him it was fake so they could trick him.
Trick him into the thing.
So they could trick him. And they could win the whole rebellion, blah, 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 that whole thing.
Which, I mean, the idea that they give, like, in the story, like, it's the actual overall story kind of does work enough that, like, you think, oh, well, maybe it was real. So what also makes sense, like, his friend doesn't ever explain why he actually is, like, trying to get him.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so the Mars trip, everything kind of goes in, but his friend goes in. You go through most of him trying to kill people, avoid people, all that. And he gets to Mars.
Also, can we all now laugh at the turban that he wears?
Oh yeah, the turban to block his
to keep his head cool. Right? Isn't that supposed to be? It's like supposed to be like a head cool wrap?
Yeah.
First of all, that is a massive monitor thing that he pulls out from his nose, right?
He does say he's
crazy.
interested in Mars before he goes to
Quaid
ReKall.
never says he wants to go to Mars before the procedure.
He's actually watching the news on Mars and the Mars thing, and his wife's trying to get him to stop. But he's actually infatuated with Mars before he goes to ReKall.
Okay.
Because in ReKall, he goes, "Oh, we want to go here," and he goes Mars. He tells the ReKall guy Mars. He actually tells them like Mars is where I want to go. So that's why he ends up at Mars. But one of the scenes that try to make it seem real is the I'm gonna be watching it again today.
Hey, that's the point, man.
Yeah,
that's the point.
So the doctor scene, where everyone talks about the doctor scene, and he sees the sweat.
Oh yeah.
The doctor tells him, "Hey, if you kill me, you're gonna go crazy, and guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be that's
what he brings up the lobotomized. Right?
Well, he's gonna be lobotomized, but he says it's not Hauser. What's the dude from Terminator? I can't remember his name right now in the movie, but he's the villain. Hagen. He goes. If you kill me, you and Cohagen are going to be best friends.
Oh yeah.
Which is now told to him later on that, hey, your entire thing was fake. You're really my best friend, and I sent you to ReKall to get behind the lines of like the insurgents, the rebellion on Mars.
Yeah.
So basically, the doctor told him this is going to happen if you kill me, and then that's exactly what happened after he killed him.
Man, I have to watch it again too. I don't remember that.
Yeah, the doctor basically tells him.
I remember him saying that, like, if he kills him, I thought he's basically saying that dude was his friend anyways. No. In the real world.
No, he goes, if you kill me, your mind will start spiraling. You'll start spiraling in here, and eventually you'll be lobotomized. But you and Cohagen will be bosom buddies based on your spiral.
Because he was friends with him before he went in.
No, that gets revealed after he kills the doctor. You don't know that they were friends, that they even knew each other.
Oh, that's right, because that's part of his secret agent cover.
Yeah.
So
you don't know,
like double agent.
Yeah, you don't know he's a double agent. Right. They don't reveal that until after he kills the doctor, which the doctor says is going to happen if you kill me.
Because technically, he's just a construction worker.
Yeah, he's a construction worker, and they say that you're Quaid, but now actually you're Hauser, and you have secrets, and the secrets you have will bring down Cohagen. That's why they wiped your memory and threw you there to keep you safe.
Because Cohagen is implanted information.
Yeah,
he doesn't know who this guy is to begin with.
He just knows he's running Mars.
Oh, okay.
So he knows he's running Mars, and they're fighting Cohagen. And
because he sees him in the news.
Yeah, so he's the guy that they're fighting, and they're basically fighting on Mars.
Aha.
So that's why he's like, oh, well, if you kill me, he's going to lobotomize, and that's what happens.
Okay.
So that's kind of why he spirals into this descent of now there's friends, is a double cross. And then now you hear the artifact and he activates it, and then you get air on Mars.
Things do become more fast-paced once that happens as well.
Yeah. Because he starts spiraling once he the doctor.
That could be an intentional piece of filming from a cinematography aspect, right? So you initiate faster sequences, a little quicker storyline, right?
Yeah.
To kind of go along with his.
Because right after he kills the doctor, they bust into the room and then he fights they basically like capture him.
Yeah.
And then that's when the one girl shows up and kills them, and then he ends up killing his wife.
Is there somebody named Richter in there? The other guy?
Yeah, he's the one that's
he's the one that's
actually dating his wife.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be like
that's supposed to be his girl, right?
Yeah, she's up there as cover.
I keep remembering him saying Richter.
Yeah, because like he kills him, he's like, "We go to the party, Richter," and he falls off.
You forgot these.
See you at the party, Richter.
He throws his hands. Yeah, that was crazy. I remember being a kid, like. He lost his arms.
So yeah, that's pretty much when you go through like the whole Total ReKall. So just everything that's like kind of goes through that's happening.
Do they ever mention aliens anywhere before he goes to ReKall?
Yeah, so it's on the news that they found artifacts. So that's why
alien artifacts.
So they found alien artifacts. So like I said, he sees the news report of alien artifacts. That's why
I briefly remember.
And that's when he goes into ReKall, and they were like, basically pick out your aliens. And he's like, aliens.
Pick out your aliens.
And he's like, aliens. What do you mean? And he's like, well, and then that's when they go, haven't you seen the news? Alien artifacts are the new thing. And so that's where you see the actual drawing of the ending of like where the actual the reactor that starts.
But does he actually ever pick out an alien?
They kind of just go in and like they show one, and he was like, oh no, that's what the last scene is like. Literally just the reactor. Because you see, like, when he picks the alien artifact, you see, like, the reactor and you see that area, but it's kind of, like, drawn in, like, brown, so it doesn't look just like how it was. It's kind of different coloring.
Okay.
But it's the same area. So, like, when you go through, like, the beginning where he's going through ReKall, like,
I just realized he's more, like, further back than I am.
Back to the future.
We're, like, on two different planes of the camera. I just realized that. Maybe that's why you always disappear from the.
Well, even when I get closer to it.
Because I can see right now it's like tripping out, like where for some reason the colors are like fading in and out.
That's
right.
Didn't like my coloring. It's all bad.
Blackness.
Darkness is spreading.
You know what? I was actually thinking about inviting David to this check because I had a feeling he would have been familiar with this specific movie. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like so they go.
We'll have you as a guest star next time. Guest co-host.
Yeah, so they go through pretty much all of like everything was planned out throughout the way. So like everything that you almost see throughout the movie, they mention it at ReKall,
which is really terrible if you think about it. So in his mind, he wanted someone to have a damaged or scarred face so he could make that joke. Like, you got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
I don't know if like it's all planned, but like it's enough in the implant that he was going to have someone deformed. I don't know how much he's in control of what he sees. And then the implant. That part you don't know.
Oh man.
But a lot of it like because like they basically implant like Mars. Like he's never been there. So they basically implant all of that he's seeing.
So he's into midgets.
Which I still think they implanted that too.
I just thought about that right now.
Well, because she's technically a mutant, right? Like the fact that she's small, she's a mutant.
Oh, is that why she's a mutant?
Yeah, so she's technically because she's
a midget dwarf.
Yeah. So that's because she's that small because she's a mutant.
Hilarious.
Like she's a mutant. So like everyone kind of in that bar is pretty much mutants except for the main girl he meets.
Okay.
So that's kind of why they're there because the cheap dome and they don't get full air.
As soon as I said that, I immediately thought of R. Kelly trapped in the closet. A midget.
So that's pretty much what's going on right there.
Okay. Huh. And then that's also, doesn't he sniff like a can of air or something like that? Or am I crossing Spaceballs?
Yeah, you're crossing Spaceballs.
Okay. Even with.
Yeah, because Melina's exactly how his dream girl, and they show the picture. They show 100%. The picture of her.
I literally remember him saying brunette, and even her hair when they show the model, like
they show her exactly.
He's like says that he wants her to be athletic, wants her to be a brunette.
Yeah, and then
wants her to be tall.
And then it's like sleazy and demure is what he basically picks off.
Yeah, he literally picks her like to a T. So yeah, 100% he picks.
So that's where they show up in the thing. You see her like. Head rotate around, they see her, and like that's exactly who he sees in the bar. That's exactly who he's dealing with.
Being a techie guy now, I wonder. I'm like, what 3D engine was that back in the day? was it the initial beginnings of the Unreal Engine? was it Maya? I think Maya is another 3D app that they use for scaling like that. It makes you wonder what they used at the time. But again, that's my tech brain. So, like. What did they use to make that?
Yeah, they ReKall implant. That's what I mean. Right? He's like, they're just going on vacation.
Did Nintendo help them make it? That'd be hilarious.
If they had a Nintendo.
What if it was the beginnings of the Rare, like the Donkey Kong Country? It could have been around that time. It would be hilarious. Yeah, that was before we got Conkers. Oh man, Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah. So yeah, I pretty much say it was all basically implanted from the point he sits down in the chair. So once he gets put to sleep, and what's the thing too is like if you think it's real.
Oh, you know what? Like, because the violence escalates more significantly, I would say, after the doctor, right?
It's the same. He kills a bunch of people.
Oh, he does kill a bunch of people early on.
He does.
I think there's just more people to kill, right?
Yeah, because he kills a bunch of people die in the airport, that subway, airport, wherever he's trying to get away, the subway. He kills quite a few people die there. But it's just when he goes into the ReKall. The thing about it is when it says being real, he says, "I never implanted the thing," and I'm going, "Well, what did they do? Because what triggered his memory?" If you've never implanted him and they didn't scan it, the only thing they did was they gave him a shot to go to sleep.
Oh, that's right.
So what did they do to wake him up, to wake up his memories?
Also, I think that's why he believes it to be real, because he himself doesn't ever remember the implant taking place. He only remembers seeing him walk up with a shot, right?
So he doesn't remember that because in the actual implant dream, what happens?
Doesn't he
shot? He wakes up, he freaks out. They shoot him again. They shoot him again, and then they wipe the memory of him going to ReKall. So they say because the dude comes in and he was like,
"What's going on?" That shows that?
Yeah. So when he freaks out and he starts freaking out, and they basically like tap him like like 20 times to make him go back to sleep. Yeah, they keep like shooting him. She's choking the guy.
Oh, that's right, because he's huge and he's like,
yeah, he's choking the guy that basically sold him the plan, the guy in charge. And he was like, he's really been to Mars. I didn't implant it. And he was like, well, refund his money back and then wipe him of any memory of him actually coming here. And if they ever say Quaid, we've never heard of him before.
That's right.
And that's when you get the scene with him and the Johnny Cab. And he's like, how did I get here? And then Johnny Cab's like, the door opened. And you walked in.
Oh, that's right.
So he doesn't know why he's in the cab. He just basically just shows up.
See, now that's part of the implant. That's the beginning of his story.
So yeah, so when he wakes up in the chair,
or the beginning of his dream.
So yeah, when he wakes up and he's all freaking out, that's the start of the implant.
When he's choking him.
Yeah, so he wakes up and he breaks free and he chokes the guy. Yeah, because at first
that's a crazy way to start a.
So he wakes up and he's like, you blew my cover, and then he like rips the thing out and he chokes the guy, and then they basically like put him to sleep.
What a crazy way to start a dream sequence, right?
Yeah, because like at no point the only thing they've ever done was got the shot to get put to sleep, and that's the only thing that he gets in ReKall. Because they said and they never implanted. Like, what did they do to actually wake him up?
Yeah, to trigger
the memories.
Right.
They've done nothing else.
Okay.
Right? So you then go, okay, it has to be an implant because because here's the thing.
I think
he gets shot a bunch of more times and that shot didn't wake anything else up.
And then I think for me as a kid, I think that was where I was thinking like, oh, this has got to be real because if they never implanted him, then right?
Because that's supposed to throw you off. That like, oh, I never had an implant.
And then the whole Dr. Sweat that threw me off as a kid too. I was like, oh, like I cannot remember really having a dream where someone's sweating.
Yeah. But it's an implant.
But it's an implant. So
right? So now was that put in there to throw you off, to throw him off? Right? So like this is implant. He wants his implant to keep going. He wants the implant to keep going.
I just think it's weird. Yeah, I guess so. So he's like so deeply tied to what's taking place that his psyche put that in to continue it.
Yeah.
Even though technically his psyche tried to wake him up.
Well, that's
that was them.
That was them coming in.
Trying to wake
that's
him
them
up.
coming to trying to stop the thing.
That's right.
He wants to keep going.
Yeah. So he wants to commit to the implant so badly.
He gave himself an out.
He tells himself how he could circumvent the doctor being in there.
Because he takes the pill at first and he's like, I guess so. Blah, blah, blah. And then he sees the sweat. And then all of a sudden, like, as it's in his mouth. Like, so as the pill's in his mouth, he sees the sweat. And then he's like, oh, no.
Then he spits the pill at him, right?
Yeah, he spits the pill at him.
Yeah, because he didn't take it.
And I'm like, so he constantly just has moments where
his brain, where he won't let himself stop having.
And that's where the doctor came in and was like, you're spiraling. That's why like you're gonna get lobotomized. Like your mind is going.
That's wild.
Like you're so much into this that you're gone. You're gone basically.
Huh.
And they said too.
Technically, I guess that also explains like the Looney Tunes like eyeballs in when.
But that's also like he had that in his technically his dream.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it kind of explains like a lot of some of the technically, if you wanted to be more critiquing of what happens, right? The fact that it's also outlandish is a part of the fact that it is his dream, right?
Yeah.
So, or implant, I guess you would want to call it basically at this point. So, okay. All right. I'm sold. I'm sold.
Yeah.
I was somewhat against it, but like I said in the very beginning, nowhere on the planet is there a woman with 3 boobs. So that should have been the first giveaway.
She's a mutant, no? That's what happened. The mutant. Mutants do that.
Or we went through that topic rather fast. I don't really know if there's anything else to discuss on that one. You want to move on to? You want to roll into another? I don't remember too much of the most recent movie because I did not like it. So
I was gonna kind of watch the new one, and I was just like, part of it was like, I really don't care that much.
I didn't care about it. Yeah,
I really didn't care much. I was trying to rewatch it again, and I'm like, I have no desire to rewatch.
No offense to Colin Farrell, he does his best to do what he can with that script. So yeah, just I didn't want to rewatch. I watched the new one once ever. I've seen the old one several times.
Yeah,
over because this is the classic. all those movies that Arnold was in at that time were very, very classic. Lots of nostalgia in there, just because it's like good action storytelling.
Yeah.
So
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. What's in 2 weeks?
That's the Total Recall, and then like his the big lady, and then she's like 2 weeks, and then
Oh, that's right.
2 weeks, and then it breaks down, and then he ends up like opening the thing. And I guess Vice found out
That's like at that time that was so iconic.
yeah,
It's like
2 weeks.
and then like he takes it back.
Which I found out the
throws
thing on him is actually like this big hydraulic thing that even Arnold couldn't lift.
Yeah.
So if you actually watch it, which after rewatching it, you can see the hydraulic lift behind him that lifts it up before he grabs it. So like it goes up, and then you see the little lift behind him, and it goes.
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah, there's like a little. It's real small, but you can see the little lift right above him. That
How
lifts.
heavy was it?
It was super.
He
heavy.
couldn't lift it.
Is it? Yeah, that's why they had to get a lift.
No way.
They had to get like an actual.
So is it on?
It's
his
not
actual
on him.
shoulders?
So it's not actually on
so
him.
It's like hovering.
So it's just hovering, and then they have a thing where it opens, and it just lifts up. So he's never actually like lifted.
So he never actually. Oh, okay. That does kind of make sense if you think about it. The way it does do it, it almost looks animatronic like.
Yeah, so it just goes up on its own, and he kind of just has his hands there, and he's like that, and then they kind of cut it to a different one and it closes.
That's crazy. First of all, so the part where it's actually like closing more or less is that so it's real.
Yeah, so they made a full like mechanical one. So it opens.
So it's a fully mechanical head that opens and closes.
Yeah, so it opens up,
Wow.
goes above, and then it shuts up, and then that's what does it, and then they cut away. And
Safe to assume though that the part where like it's like going like that part where it's in their hands, that part is probably fake, right?
Yeah,
That part is like
that's something different.
old
probably.
school CGI.
Yes.
I don't even think that's CGI. What are they? So that's like an early version of green screen, I guess.
Yeah, wherever they have the thing.
Yeah, whatever the
cut that out. That
cinematography they used back then. Okay, so that's interesting. That's a
yeah. So it's like this heavy thing that he has to like that he doesn't actually even grab. It's so heavy. They're just like,
I would not have ever guessed that.
yeah, it's like massive, whatever. Because it's like all metal. So it's like all metal, and
it's like right up there with the old school Jurassic Park where Steven Spielberg was like, build me a 30-foot fake Tyrannosaurus Rex from the waist up, and they actually make it on that sliding thing.
Which I watching that, and I seen like the ILML, like the documentary on the special effects, and they're like, he was like, oh, that's what you want to do for everything, and they were like, but we have this thing that we made called CGI, and he's like, oh, wait, you can do, how real is it though? And then they were like, oh, here's the diary, look around. Okay, I'm gonna need you to do that for everything at this point. Yeah, we're gonna need.
Hey, till this day, it still makes me question if they have dinosaurs somewhere. And the audio was still really good. Like my son watched it, and he was like, "I want to go to Jurassic Park," and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to go to Jurassic Park, but there's no Jurassic Park." And I was telling him this the other day too. I was like, "Hey, let's be real. If there's a Jurassic Park, people are gonna go." Now, I'm not so sure I would want to go if I know that there's carnivores there. But he was saying, he's like,
I'm not going day one.
He said that, oh, well, you don't have anything to worry about because obviously, unless there's some guy that tries to steal the DNA, you should be good. And I was like, I don't know. Like Jeff Goldblum's character, right? Nature always finds a way.
But that's one of those things where it's like, I mean, it's like saying I'm not going to go to the zoo because the lion might break out. I mean, you pretty much have been to a zoo and
I have. I also don't stand right next to the lion exhibit either.
Hey, because lions, there's tigers,
and bears.
There's certain zoos have hippos that kill people. You know, there's tons. San
Man.
Diego Zoo got tons of animals.
In Japan, there's this pygmy hippo.
Yeah,
it's crazy. There's a sign and it translates to "Be careful of flying feces."
Yeah,
right. So I guess when it like thinks you're too close, like it'll just start defecating and it swings its tail so
I've
fast.
seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
It like flings it everywhere basically, and you're like, yo. Anyways, I digress. Totally not on topic, but funny.
Yeah. The Jurassic Park if you go, I'm not going day one because there's always kinks. So I wouldn't be there day one. I would be there like after a year, and they haven't had anything happen. I don't see anything else happen.
He's not being entirely true. He'd wait for a sale,
which would be about a year. You wait about a year. You wait about a year. and you go to Jurassic Park, and you're like, oh, this is cool. And then,
you know which two movies I used to, in regards to Total Recall, but I used to think about Total Recall and dang it, slipped my mind again. We said it earlier when we were talking. Oh, what's the one Ryan Gosling? Talk about replicants.
Oh, you're talking about
See?
I know the one with Harrison Ford, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
We couldn't remember earlier, and I forgot to look it up just before we started. But I used to think about both those all the time, even though they're actually pretty far apart as far as when they came out. However, it made me think, because it's one of those ones at the end where you're not sure if he's a replicant or if he's a person.
And he's a replicant.
Yeah, but he's actually a replicant.
Which I guess in the newest one that they.
Why can't I remember what that movie is called?
I know. It's killing me at this point, and I can't figure out what the.
I don't know why I want to call it Renegade, but it's definitely not Renegade.
No, it's not.
Blade Runner.
There it is, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. I'm like, imagine the billboard and the poster, and then as soon as I saw the poster in my head, I knew what it was. Okay, yeah. So Blade Runner and Total Recall. I don't know why, in my mind, they're like synonymous, and I'm guessing that's because
the whole movie you don't know that he's. They kind of say like, "Hey, was he actually a replicant?" And you don't know if he's a replicant, and they kind of like have there's different cuts too, in terms of like the main cut and the director's cut that kind of give more like
background dialogue
that you might go, okay, he's a replicant, but then like in the new one they kind of just go and say, yeah, he was.
Kind of reminds me of like just in the same like genre of film with those type of endings. Also, Inception.
Yeah,
right. The spinning top. Yeah,
because he's like, oh, is it still there because the top's still spinning?
Yeah. Does it actually stop? It looks like it's gonna stop.
Spinning, yeah.
Spinning.
So she's in a dream.
Spinning rims.
Spinning, yo. They spinning.
All right, so that kind of does it for me with the Total Recall. I think that's pretty good. Do you want to move on to a different topic? Did you have anything else?
Well, I was talking
about way faster than what I thought I was going to be honest with you.
So I was talking Terminator.
Oh, that's right. I was saying maybe save that for a different time, but we did kind of finish up early. Do you want to talk about the new Superman? Or do you want to stay 80s? Do you want to save the new Superman for a different time?
Maybe we'll see. We'll still talk. I mean, because Terminator, I don't think is a whole. This is the time travel part of Terminator that I have issues with.
I'll just say that it never made sense to me because
it doesn't.
You send your dad from the future back to get with your mom so he could have you. Or help create you?
You send your best friend.
My bad. Your best friend.
You send your best friend
your dad.
That you know growing up is going to be your dad. So you basically have a best friend that you're going to send back and go, hey, I need you to take care of my mom. But you know what that means differently.
No, he took care of her all right.
But that's basically what he did. Like you know, like, hey,
that'd be crazy. That'd be like you telling me, like, hey, I need to send you back in time so you can hook up with my mom and then you can make me.
But you can't tell him that. Because you have
to let it happen.
Yes, Terminator. We're talking Terminator.
Yeah.
But you can't tell him that.
Imagine that, bro. I'm like, hey, David, hey, man, you my right-hand man, bro. I need you to go back in time and make sure my mom is cool, you know? Just so nothing crazy happens, since they're trying to stop the past, so I'm not here in the future, and then we'll never meet, dog. Yeah. Also, I can't tell you that I need you to also get busy with my mom so that you can eventually impregnate her to have me, and then we can become best friends in the future.
Yeah. I'm also sending you to your death because you're not coming back.
Right. So then I'm not really sure how I'll meet you, but I'll meet young you, not old you, but I will live on in your memory. And
so I will know you till this point.
Yeah.
And then
we will be best friends until I send your ass back to the past.
Yeah.
To which you will die for the rebellion.
But you had me. So I leader of the rebellion. So technically your legacy lives on.
Your legacy will live on because
but you won't know that.
I'm here. You'll never know.
You'll never know.
You will die a soldier's death and help secure the future.
Yeah. You saved my mom, the most important
until
thing.
there's a part 2, and then you didn't really do nothing.
Well,
I guess you did because John Connor's still alive.
So here's the crazy thing. What makes even the time travel of Terminator even worse. Because the Terminator went back in time to kill John Connor.
Back in time. Yeah, dude.
Well, it's already messed up. Because
even more.
Because the Terminator went back in time to kill John Connor, the parts of the Terminator are what created Skynet in the first place. So basically, the Skynet created itself.
Yep.
Because the future Terminator went back in time.
I was going to say something, but it would definitely make me, like, the first thing after I say it, you're going to be like, misogyny.
So it doesn't make, I'm like, you really did that. Like, it made no sense. And also, you can't stop Skynet.
Yeah.
So all the movies, they're trying to stop
Are
Skynet.
you saying it's inevitable?
Yeah. Because if Skynet doesn't exist, so basically, if say Sarah Connor stops Skynet,
I'm gonna start doing this with the gauntlet. Just randomly.
if Sarah Connor stops Skynet from happening,
I'll be right back.
What happens is you don't get time travel because Skynet creates time travel. So basically, you lose the ability for everything by stopping Skynet. So Skynet has to happen for time travel to happen. But because time travel happens, Skynet actually exists. It's a weird loop and paradox that makes no sense whatsoever, but they do it anyways. Great, right? It's a time travel mess that the problem that you have in time travel is a paradox that should not happen. You are creating, the future is creating the thing that happens in the future. It's facts. Like you are creating something that's going to happen, and that can't happen. The future can't create what's going to happen in the past, and that's basically the entire lineage of Terminator is creating that happened in the past. So he missed that whole discussion for this joke.
Yeah, son, I'm inevitable. I think I'll give you the one on the right. There you go. New hotness. And then I'll
It doesn't really snap. It just
I wish you could make it snap, but
it doesn't snap.
I'm inevitable. Inevitable.
It doesn't snap though. It just
I'll put it back down.
But yes. But yes, those are the facts that basically you're choosing the future to create the past, and you can't technically do that. And that's been the whole premise for like the first two Terminators, which makes absolutely no sense. So like the whole second movie, even if which is kind of crazy because technically by time travel rules, if the Terminator is successful, the second they go through the time portal, if they kill John Connor, he would instantly disappear. So he wouldn't even be able to send someone through because he would instantly just disappear the second the Terminator goes
Also,
through.
I forget which one it was. It might be the one where Arnold comes back, but they say like he's killed John Connor multiple times.
There's so much time they bring him back where he kills him.
Yeah,
one moment actually they kill him and it's like, oh, it's not important anymore because they've changed the timeline so much.
Yeah.
And I go, you really can't change the timeline, but they changed the timeline. So it's kind of stupid because the timeline has been jacked up since day one.
Basically.
Just the whole point of his buddy being his dad also messed up the timeline. So that's the biggest mess up, and it just keeps going.
Wild.
Oh. But that's Terminator. That's
Terminator for you.
That's what they wanted. That's James Cameron going through and saying, hey, the future affects the past. I go, if they left the first one, it still kind of works. The 2 kind of really messes up the timeline when they have that company studying the Terminators.
And I will say this though too. As a kid, I remember watching it. Didn't care anything about the timeline.
I kind of did.
Didn't care.
For me, sometimes the timeline thing would come
like
up
not to this level. I was like, that kind of doesn't make sense. Whatever. It was a fun movie. And then
Chewbacca lives on Endor. Does not make sense.
And then like teenage me rewatched part 2, and then I was like, wait a minute. Right? I think that's kind of like all of us, right? Like you watch something when you're like maybe preteen, then you watch it when you're a teenager, and you're like, hold on a second, and then you watch it when you're like in your 20s, and you're like, nope.
I don't like that.
I don't like that one bit.
Drop down on me.
Drop down. Man, that's another film right there too. Oh, we should do that. We should watch old, or do a review of like old like hip hop inspired films from like the late 90s and early 2000s. Or even like older ones like Harlem Nights. That's a good one.
I would say we go through all of the old 80s random rom-coms.
80s rom-coms?
Well, there's a bunch. I mean, 80s and 90s. 80s and 90s. Because, I mean, technically, Coming to America is a rom-com.
Oh, and When Harry Met Sally.
Harry Met Sally. Which is what I was thinking about the other day.
You've Got Mail.
House Party 1 is a rom-com, but the second one is.
1 is not, and 2 is?
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, 2's a rom-com.
I would agree with that.
1 isn't.
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink. There's Pretty Woman. There's
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
16 Candles.
Like I said, we can go through and just go through like, hey, your top rom-coms, my top rom-coms, and then just talk to the...
No, it's not the Breakfast Club. The one with... No, it's not Randy Quaid. Gosh darn it. What's that guy's name? The one that has the speaker box. Is that the Breakfast Club?
Say Anything.
Oh, was that Say Anything?
The Say Anything.
Okay.
That's it. So next week we can just go through rom-coms, yo, and just...
Weird Science.
I don't think it's because they don't ever get a girl.
It's a sci-fi rom-com.
But normally there's a relationship. There's no relationship
with the girl.
They don't ever do anything with her.
Yeah,
they don't ever date her.
She tries to
get them to get a girl.
Help them
yeah, but I don't think they ever get a girl at the end of this movie.
So just sci-fi, you wouldn't consider that a rom-com?
Yeah, I don't think it's a rom. I might go back and rewatch it. I don't. But that's what we can talk about.
Because I think they end up with girlfriends at the end.
I don't know if they do because they liked her so much. Yeah, he says I don't think Weird Science is one. Yeah, I don't think Weird Science is a rom-com. That's what I'm saying. We can go through.
It's its own genre. I'm gonna call it a sci-fi rom-com.
No.
Oh, actually, it's more of a sci-fi coming of age story.
Right? Than a rom-com. Right. So I'm just saying we can go through ones that are like.
Is The Goonies?
No.
Does it have rom-com?
Because I would say okay. So
does it have rom-com elements?
Not really.
No.
Because normally the basic thing of rom-com
because she accidentally kisses the younger brother.
No, that's just they have a kiss.
And then the older brother ends up with the girl at the end.
It's like saying Star Wars is a rom-com because Leia kissed Luke. Like just because there's a kiss doesn't make it a rom. Like doesn't make it a rom-com because they kiss. But I would say that there's like the rom-com. We go through the rom, and that's what we could do next week. Go through the elements of a rom-com and say, hey, does this qualify as a rom-com?
What makes a good rom-com? Also,
yeah, we can go through the complete elements of a rom-com and decide what it is. So yeah, I go through tons of 80s movies and okay, I would say this: Princess Bride's a rom-com.
Oh man.
It's a rom-com.
We could do a whole podcast this on Princess Bride.
Yeah. But I say Princess Bride's a rom-com.
Also, I have to preface this because right when you said said that, and then I said Princess Bride. It made me remember. I knew I couldn't continue having a conversation with this woman because she told me she's never seen the Princess Bride.
It's like the what's the How I Met Your Mother when it was like she's never seen Star Wars. And it's like, what do you mean she's never seen Star Wars? When people haven't seen Star Wars, the characters in Star Wars. Because they live the Star Wars. Because they live the Star Wars.
Yeah, she said she had never seen Princess Bride and that she's heard of Star Wars but never seen it. And I was like,
well, red flag.
check.
Red flag.
Separate checks. Yeah.
I was like, and
yeah.
I want to meet you to red flag. That is it right there. We can't go any further.
Yeah, that was wild.
So we can go deep dive on I mean, even 80s and 90s. We could probably do some earlier, but I mean, it just depends. Mannequin, yes. Mannequin.
A Fish Called Wanda.
I gotta rewatch. I haven't seen that in forever.
And then there's Splash.
You
remember Splash?
Splash, yes. I love Splash.
Mm-hmm.
Lady in Red.
Encino Man is rom-com. Only if you're gonna wheeze the juice. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean there's a bunch of them. 90s, you have like Jerry Maguire. What's the there's a bunch of there we could go through. So there's
a lot.
So that's gonna be the thing for next week. We're gonna start compiling a list.
10 things I hate about you.
Compile a list of rom-coms and then we can go over our favorites. I can list my top 5 rom-coms. You can list your top 5 or top 10. What are we doing? How far are we going?
We'll say top 5. 10 is a lot. That's 20 films.
I mean, you might have some crossover.
That's possible.
Because, I mean, for sure, Coming to America is on my top 5.
Love and Basketball.
Is it in my top 5? It's close.
What is that considered a rom-com? That's more of like a love drama?
I mean, there's comedy in it. There's a lot of comedy in it.
Is there?
Yeah.
I don't really remember laughing that much when I was watching it.
Even though it's so messed up. Because
I remember laughing because I'm like, damn.
I still think
situationally, but I wouldn't consider like that to be comedy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's elements that make you laugh, but I don't think.
Yeah. But it's more 2000s. Like
yeah,
you have like that. You have like The Wood, and you have like
Wood, yeah.
Like those some of the ones, those rom-coms. But I mean, we don't have to stay in 80s and 90s. We can just because it's the favorites. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Black Noir, literally.
But yeah, we're talking about the rom-coms that are going up. I'm like, yeah, we just let's do like rom-coms. I figure we'd have some crossover.
Twins.
Possibly, yeah. Twins could
That's debatable, right?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. We can go through and just go through the list of.
I think we'll start off with the science of a rom-com.
So we can go
and like go break down
and what
and then go into the films.
And then we can go into the films and sit there and say, does this qualify as a rom-com? Does this not a rom-com?
And then we can discuss like the elements.
The top elements, and then we can maybe find some like on the edge rom-coms. We're like, hey, they're on
like this borders a rom-com.
This borders it, right? Like there's you wouldn't consider it one, but there's gonna be some research done this week.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, it'll be hard because Destiny drops, so he's not gonna be doing much research. You got a couple. His research has to happen in the next couple of days.
Next Saturday is the race.
Yeah, that's it.
World's first.
I mean, we're not doing much.
It's because you won't commit.
What are you talking about? I've done like all of them that we've done, and the team doesn't get pretty far.
Not seriously, though.
What do I have to do seriously? I'm at the level. I'm probably like the second highest normal time when we do it anyway. What are you talking about?
That's true. That's true.
Like I'm only basically behind you most of the time.
All Destiny content's free right now, just so you know.
Nobody playing no damn Destiny.
All Destiny content is free. Even all the exotics is free.
Just go watch a rom-com. Be ready for next week. Anybody going on damn Destiny?
I'm doing Destiny. What else?
But yeah, we can go through. I think I've already kind of had some sort of outline. That wasn't my ideas
Okay.
for kind of coming up with for rom-com. So, and plus, I mean, we have people that clearly want, that clearly have a list of rom-coms. So I feel like that
there's a market for it.
I feel like that's going to be a big show coming up next week. So
Yeah.
I don't know when we might not do it Saturday because it's Destiny. So
If we keep it to like an hour, it'll be good.
I don't think that's going to be an hour show.
No, that's not going to be an hour show.
So I would say maybe do it Sunday.
I might put a whiteboard up.
I mean, literally, it might be a big episode. So I'm saying, so do we do it Saturday or do we do it?
Got to put up that thing of Charlie Day. Be like,
or do we do it Sunday? Or do we do it Friday?
Man,
Friday afternoon.
We could do it Saturday. I mean, like we could do it Saturday. I'll be okay with that.
Okay.
Or do we want to take the time and do it and say it's next 2 Saturdays?
We can
do a shorter podcast version and say, this would be not so many people do this. Everyone likes to talk about the most OP matchups. What about the most underpowered matchups in superhero fandom?
Underpowered matchups?
Yeah, like people who are just weak, and you're like, who would actually win in that fight?
Oh, like you have 2 lower characters.
Yeah, like B, C, D level.
Like if
hero / villain.
Like if you're going talking Dragon Ball, and you're like, okay, Tien and Krillin.
Yeah, something like that.
Like who would win? Actually, I say Krillin wins. Kind of easy. Now,
I don't know about that.
Now?
I
don't know, but I haven't seen anything new ones yet. So maybe.
Yeah, Tien goes off and literally starts his own martial arts school, so he's constantly training.
But he's not fighting the level that Krillin's fighting.
So they don't pick him. They don't pick him in Super because he doesn't want to leave his school.
Yeah,
but he's strong enough to go. Because I don't think he's actually human.
Well, yeah, I know he's not human. That's a good. I'm saying that's a good.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's a good one. We go Krillin.
Chaozu.
Chaozu and Yamcha is basically.
So basically, that's the difference between American garbage, UK rubbish.
Who's fighting? Who's fighting this one situation? What's going on? Who's coming up in this fight?
Or like, oh man, or it could be like, who would win in a fight? Like Toxic Avenger,
or
Batman,
or Toxic Avenger or Batman. I don't consider Batman low level though, so that's.
Oh, I guess that's true. That's true.
What's the other one? It's not Toxic Avenger like Swamp Thing.
Oh, there you go. Toxic Avenger versus Swamp Thing.
Something like that.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, when you have like lower
Booster Gold
versus Punisher, no.
Yeah. Oh, that's different. Universes though.
Well, so it's Toxic Avenger and Swamp Thing, right? They're not in the same universe.
Yeah. That would work still too. Or you could do versus. you could do Booster Gold versus Green Arrow.
I think Booster.
I'm pretty sure Booster wins because he can fly.
Yeah.
But he also does dumb stuff. So maybe he'll get caught in a net or something. He's supposed to be really strong though too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess but see what I'm saying? Like that could be a good topic.
Okay. I mean, I could,
because people really don't talk about it that much.
I could tap it in and do some research and find some matchups.
Yeah.
And find some from lower level,
like C level, B level
characters that like, hey, what if they actually? Because I mean, technically, that's kind of what they did with Civil War when they did Cap and Iron Man, right? Like they weren't like
John Henry, Man of Steel, right? versus Ironheart. That's me. Just messing around. Being facetious hardcore right there. What else? Anyway, those are some ideas. Drop some ideas in the comment section. Let us know if there's anything you want to see. For sure, 80s, obviously.
I think we're gonna
we can do a whole 80s genre of film review, right? We can start with rom-coms, then move into action films.
Like I said, we start just do
We do
genres.
comedies.
We just do genres, right? So we're just doing rom-coms. So we
Oh,
can,
the 80s, yeah.
Well, I think we're probably gonna go outside the 80s and rom-coms.
Yeah, but I mean, we could stay on that, right?
I mean, we just get the genre. Just say, hey, what's the best of these genres
Mhm.
for like rom-coms? And we just talk about rom-coms as a whole.
Peak rom-com.
Yeah, we go rom-coms as a whole, peak ones, underrated ones,
Mhm.
ones on the edge, just
Mhm.
different ones, and then we can come back and say, hey, like
Me, Myself, and Irene.
that's
Not an 80s film,
That's
but
what
that
I'm
is 1,000%
yeah,
rom-com,
or like Scott Pilgrim versus the World,
which I enjoyed.
and that's technically a rom-com.
Yeah, definitely a rom-com.
So like, there's certain ones where like
No, that's not
Knight's Tale
Knight's Tale.
is a rom-com.
I was trying to remember. I was like, there were some that were like really hitting back then in like early 2000s.
Yeah,
like
so I said,
90s.
like, we can go through and I can take a list of like
Mhm.
different ones from different generations or different
Yeah.
ones, and we can go through and talk about, hey, just the different genres untied rom-coms.
Mhm. I'll be good, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that one might take a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might wait like 2 weeks on that one. So not next week.
Do a little bit more research.
Yeah, because it seems like clearly people want to know about that. Scott Pilgrim a rom-com. I mean,
I feel like it is kind of.
well, because here's the thing. Because a rom-com
No,
normally
it pretty much is.
rom-com is you want to get a girl,
Yep.
you get the girl, you tend to lose the girl,
Mhm.
and then you're trying to get the girl back.
Yep.
So what happens is he sees Ramona,
Mhm.
he's trying to get her, he has to fight the exes.
Yep.
He gets her,
Mhm.
and then he loses her. But that's kind of the formula of a rom-com.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I would say it qualifies for one.
Yeah,
So-
it just there's other stuff around it that distracts it.
Because if it's not a rom-com, what would you call it? Just a comedy? It's not a comedy.
Yeah, but he's after Ramona.
Yeah.
You know, he wants a girl with hair like this.
The film is driven by the fact he wants to get the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would definitely say relationships, huge element of rom-com. So, and there's lots of comedic elements too.
Yeah.
Lots of comedic elements.
So I would say Scott Pilgrim is a rom-com.
Mhm.
But we'll go through on that thing and we'll
When
debate.
Harry
We
Met
can,
Sally.
yeah, Harry Met Sally, like that's one of
That's
the
a good
favorite
one.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do for the episode because we could go through and debate like,
Yeah, we can-
is this
Exactly.
really a rom-com or not?
Oh, you're
Like,
right. So when we do the breakdown of like formulaically, like what makes a rom-com, we can see like, does it only have elements of a rom-com or does it actually fit the genre of a rom-com?
So that's it. We can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
through all that. So
Yeah,
that
big part of it.
actually can work and we can debate this. And that's
Mhm.
totally fine.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
So we got 2 weeks. So 2 weeks we're doing rom-coms.
Yeah.
So we ready 2 weeks, and then next week we're gonna do
Low-level heroes.
low-level
Matchups.
hero versus and matches up. So
Yeah.
we'll figure out like the different. And are we doing just
heroes?
Are we just doing? Are we just
heroes
doing
and villains?
heroes and villains? Are we just
Heroes and
doing like
villains.
powered? Or are we doing maybe like
Whatever it is.
or like just like movie characters and like low level? We would do like low-level spies or something like that, or like
Low-level spies.
like Get Smart versus.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
What does that mean? Like, we find like.
Also, I don't think we should include anime characters because if we do, like, there's some low-level ones, but are still like OP.
Yeah, like everyone thinks Krillin's low level. He's the strongest.
He could
human-
solo pretty much almost any other verse out there. Like, he toppled vast majority of like Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Vast.
But everyone thinks
majority.
he's weak, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, he could literally destroy the Earth if he
I'll
moved.
point anyone who thinks Krillin is weak to the part where they're fighting Frieza, to where he was literally holding his own for quite a while.
And he literally,
So
and Frieza's like, oh, I'm gonna take this destructo with this. Oh wait, no, I'm not. And then it's like, it's like,
also, I think he's the first one to do that multi-destructo disc where like it separates and there's just like a ton of them everywhere, and they're like, woo, 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 woo. And Frieza's like, oh snap, oh, gotta dodge. So
laser dodging.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, anyone in Dragon Ball, I feel like can solo like most of any other comic verse. Like,
because they've
like,
been power
if you
scaled
put
up
Krillin
so
in
high.
the boys, like I think he destroys everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, even the speedsters. I think the only people who would maybe give him any difficulty would be like people who can like shrink and stuff like that, or people who can like I don't know, maybe telepaths, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
But if he is this quick one-on-one and he has a general idea of their power, no, I think he beats them all easily. Especially because there's so many weird powers in the boys. So
yeah, I guess we can keep it around like superheroes. I mean, there's enough superheroes anyways.
Character and villains too.
Villains, yeah. So it's like, hey, what do you want to do? Just do Batman villains against each other, like
his rogue gallery,
his
lower end rogue gallery. They're pretty crazy. Yeah, we could throw in like Donkey Kong versus Killer Croc. Donkey Kong might win. Maybe we'll talk about that for later. Anything else on this one you want to do? Or you want to wrap it up?
We probably wrap it up here.
Wrap it up.
But yeah, so we get the plan together on future episodes, and if anybody has
suggestions,
put them in the comments of stuff that you guys maybe want us to cover. I mean, it looks like we're gonna start hitting different genres of movies.
I say we because he obviously did more research for this specific episode since I did not watch it more recently. However, I plan to invest a little bit more time on the next couple topics for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go through it. We'll get through different. I think we'll probably do better just going through genres. After next week,
for sure.
We're going through and just hitting genres. Just, if there's some random genre that you want us to like, hey, random sci-fi action from '80s or the was it martial arts from the '80s movies, which you probably have way more. If you want to go through the horror.
Slasher.
You have slasher
or horror. Is those same thing or different?
They're the same.
Okay.
It's a type
slasher
of
horror.
Yeah, it's a type of horror. So like when you talk about slasher,
like Terrifier, like more recently.
Yeah, Terrifier, Michael Myers. You're talking.
Does Chucky count as well?
Chucky's a slasher.
Okay.
Jason's a slasher.
Basically, anywhere where
Scream's a slasher.
slasher.
So anywhere where like they're basically physically doing it in terms of like it's weird.
The Ring?
Huh?
The Ring?
The Ring is more psychological horror than a slasher. Like Freddy, they consider a slasher, but he's more psychological, which is weird. He's not really
a little bit of both.
He's not because it's
genre.
Which he never really uses his actual the kill except for the first dude where he slices up. He doesn't ever really use his claws.
Like in the first movie?
Yeah.
In the bedroom?
In the bedroom scene. That's the only time he really goes to slicing.
Okay.
Other than that. So but they still consider him a slasher.
All right. So I think that's a good idea. We'll go over some topics.
Yeah, we can go through the different genres of horror, different things of that, different things of action. I mean, if we want to do drama, I don't deep dive in a lot of dramas, but I do watch a lot of courtroom dramas.
I do watch more thrillers than dramas for sure. I think
I watch a lot of like Few Good Men.
Yeah, I would say more like thrillers.
Pelican Brief.
Yeah.
Is
that considered a drama?
It's a drama. Yeah, it's a drama. Yeah. But yeah, I watch a lot of courtroom.
Watch a few dramas. Fubar.
Fubar is
action comedy. Pretty good actually. I like it. Almost done with season 2. So all right. So I think that's a ton of stuff. And once again, comment down below. Let us know if there's a specific one you want to see. For sure, we'll start off with the 80s and then we'll go from there.
There we go.
Until next time, everybody. Thank you for watching and tuning in. And if you are watching after, thanks for watching also. Peace.